when we talked to Mike after the game on Saturday, he came and kind of mentioned that he was a decoy. How much of that is Gallup? Yeah.
Well, a lot of the concepts that we had going into that game, the big plays we thought would go to BC. There were a couple to Mike, but when we were working Friday and Saturday, or Thursday and Friday night, we were talking about a lot of things that the ball would go to BC. He just, I just didn't talk about in those meetings, the little quick screens and stuff where I was going to make sure he got his touches. And then, the long post was just a coverage thing. We tried to get the first down. They screwed down the safeties and had one-on-one outside with Mike, so he got the ball. And then, there's always a couple shots in there for him. But, that's good. He thinks, he was fired up to be a decoy. That's a positive sign for us. But he's never going to be a decoy.
I was going to say, a couple years ago, when your first year here and you had Rashad, and you said you kind of ran into a little bit of trouble at the time. I think it was mid-year. Trying to force some things to him.
Yeah, you're exactly right. The first year we were trying to maybe force too many things to Rashard and not, letting the coverage dictate where the ball goes. And I think a good example of that was the other night. The post to Mike. He was actually the third progression that Nick hit. We kind of started that last year. I talked about that. There was a UNLV game last year. We converted a lot of third downs in that game, and a lot of them were second and third progressions by Nick. And I think the ball went to BC a couple times in that game. So, a lot of times there's going to be things that you can make sure get it in his hands, like screens and stuff like that. But sometimes it's hard to, just predetermine where the ball's going when you're releasing 4 and 5 guys. And then we got better players around Nick, in my opinion. We got guys that have produced and made some plays and made some explosive plays.